You are not crazy. People misunderstand you on purpose because my beloved child, they turned your quiet strength into a story that suited their fear, not your truth. They crafted shadows around your name so they could stand in borrowed light. Tonight that pattern begins to break in a way no one can stop. My beloved child, your sensitivity was a compass, and they called it confusion so they could keep you walking in circles. Your intuition was a doorway, and they labeled it danger so you would never turn the knob. Your heart kept records that logic could not see, and now those records open like sealed files. My beloved child, this is viral news about you the next 24 hours, and it moves like a whisper that turns into thunder. The same voices that dismissed you will replay every word they spoke and hear their own echo. The same eyes that rolled will widen when receipts arrive. My beloved child, there is a reason you felt heavy in rooms that claimed to be safe. You were picking up the frequency of strategy and performance behind polite smiles. You were never mistaken, you were simply early. Type Amen 333 in the comments to claim the blessing that breaks false labels. Write it now with full faith and keep reading till the end. Your name is being lifted beyond misunderstanding. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says the hour of reversal is upon your story. The unseen order of justice has scheduled a reveal, and it carries your exact details. The old narrative loses its power like a battery removed from a siren. My beloved child, they misunderstood you on purpose because your clarity would cancel their illusion. They preferred you to doubt yourself so they could steer the conversation. You are stepping into a room where your presence speaks before your mouth opens. My beloved child, the next 24 hours unlock a corridor of confirmations. Screens will light up, messages will appear, and a pattern will become obvious without argument. You will witness how truth needs no performance to stand. My beloved child, breathe and stay with me, do not skip, stay till the end. Comment aligned if you feel your spirit recognizing these lines. Your alignment draws the right evidence at the right time. My beloved child, your timeline was not delayed, it was protected. The detours kept you away from contracts that would have cost your peace. The long route turned into a map of favor. My beloved child, the person who framed you as unstable did it to shield their own inconsistency. The workplace voice that mocked your ideas did it to hide the fact that your ideas worked. The relative who called you dramatic did it to keep control of a story that was no longer theirs. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says the sword of clarity is cutting through fog. The mask of performance slides, the rehearsed lines falter, and real intentions show. Your discernment was the alarm and now everyone hears it. My beloved child, you are not crazy. You are gifted in a world that profits from confusion. Your pattern recognition made you dangerous to deceit. Your compassion made you immune to manipulation. My beloved child, today you will feel the air shift around your name. The tone that once carried condescension will carry caution. The posture that once pointed at you will point at the truth. My beloved child, do not argue, your silence has already become a statement. Do not chase, what is yours is crossing the street to reach you. Do not explain, the evidence will do it better. My beloved child, comment I receive if you are ready for clean recognition. Keep your shoulders open and your chin steady. Your presence is the new headline. My beloved child, they misunderstood you on purpose because clarity would reveal the engine behind their behavior. They needed a scapegoat, and you refused to play the role. They needed a background, and you kept becoming the main scene. My beloved child, your body felt storms because your spirit stood on the coastline of change. The pressure you carried was not madness, it was momentum. The ache you felt was the weight of a door about to swing open. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says the calendar turns in your favor at the precise minute needed. The dispatch of relief is already stamped with your reference number. The right ear will hear, the right eyes will see, and the right hands will sign. My beloved child, there is a table with your name etched into the wood. Seats you were denied now sit empty and reserved. Your arrival is the agenda. My beloved child, do not edit yourself to make insecure people comfortable. Your softness is not weakness, it is authority in a language that quiet people speak. Your quiet power is the storm they cannot predict. My beloved child, the ones who misread you will witness your results and recalibrate their memories. Revision will happen not because you beg, but because facts reorder the room. The new story writes itself in front of them. My beloved child, comment ready if you are choosing steadiness over reaction. Keep your heart uncluttered and your phone on ring. The message that matters finds you when your energy is clean. My beloved child, this is viral news about you the next 24 hours, and it touches 3 zones of your life. The first is your reputation, and it receives visible repair. The second is your resources, and they receive fair return. The third is your relationships, and they receive truthful alignment. My beloved child, you will notice how your absence unsettles the people who misread you. They used your light but never credited your wiring. Now the switchboard changes ownership. My beloved child, the label they stuck on your forehead falls off like a dull sticker in the rain. Your name receives a fresh print, crisp and untampered. Your identity breathes without permission slips. My beloved child, keep your schedule open for a private confirmation. An ally who kept quiet will reveal what they know. Proof will arrive like a page torn from a diary. My beloved child, there is a sound of doors sliding in your favor. What was previously pending moves to approved. What was previously hidden moves to highlighted. My beloved child, write I claim my clarity in the comments to anchor this movement. The act of writing aligns your attention with your assignment. Your feed begins to mirror your faith. My beloved child, your mind is not broken, it is brilliant. The systems around you preferred convenience over truth. Your spirit refused to cooperate with convenience. My beloved child, your dreams were not random, they were briefings. Your gut feeling was not noise, it was signal. Your tears were not weakness, they were data. My beloved child, the way forward is clean and specific. You remove yourself from circles that demand you shrink. You accept invitations that honor your original size. My beloved child, the pressure to explain yourself dissolves. People who once demanded a speech will now settle for a summary. People who once dismissed your boundaries will now read them like policy. My beloved child, comment I am protected to seal the perimeter of your peace. Your calm becomes a contract. Your yes and your no become iron. My beloved child, the environment that misnamed you begins to miss you. The project flows slower without your touch, and they notice. The room feels colder without your fire, and they remember. My beloved child, your name travels ahead of you like a trusted introduction. Doors open without knocking. Faces soften without effort. My beloved child, the person who tried to style your sanity as chaos recalculates the math. They see the outcomes that follow you. They realize the story refuses to bend in their direction. My beloved child, forgiveness is your quiet luxury and you may choose it on your terms. Boundaries are your architecture and you build them where you sleep. Peace is your currency and you spend it with precision. My beloved child, your next decision carries signature energy. You will choose yourself without apology. You will choose your path without complaint. My beloved child, the timeline of justice is engineered beyond human delay. Pages flip with divine timing. Chapters close with gentle force. My beloved child, your phone may buzz with invitations and explanations. Choose alignment, not noise. Choose clarity, not performance. My beloved child, comment "I choose clarity" if you are walking into this hour with both feet. Do not skip, stay till the end. The promise is already circling your name. My beloved child, restoration shows up in practical ways. A message returns what was withheld. A door returns what was locked. A voice returns what was misquoted. My beloved child, your sleep tonight carries clean rest. Your morning carries a new instruction. Your afternoon carries a visible sign. My beloved child, you will notice how your spirit no longer flinches in certain conversations. The trigger loses its trigger. The wound loses its script. My beloved child, the path ahead is not loud, it is certain. Your steps are not hurried, they are targeted. Your results are not random, they are designed. My beloved child, your kindness remains intact and your clarity adds weight. You do not have to raise your voice because your life speaks. You do not have to fight for a seat because you own the table. My beloved child, this is viral news about you the next 24 hours and it completes a cycle. The misunderstanding loses its audience. The truth gains the microphone. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says your name is secured under a canopy of protection. Malice meets a wall it cannot scale. Envy meets a mirror it does not enjoy. My beloved child, stand where you are and feel the ground agree with you. The room rearranges around your integrity. The atmosphere recognizes your assignment. My beloved child, write Amen 333 to anchor this confirmation and keep reading until the final line. Your comment is a simple signal of agreement. Your agreement invites swift alignment. My beloved child, your creative power returns to your hands. What was mocked becomes monetized. What was doubted becomes documented. My beloved child, your relationships begin to reflect your standards. The ones who enjoy depth lean in. The ones who require gossip fade out. My beloved child, your work carries a signature of excellence that cannot be erased. Numbers will show it. Outcomes will prove it. Receipts will confirm it. My beloved child, there is a place you are meant to stand and it has been waiting. The light there fits your face. The air there fits your lungs. My beloved child, no more shrinking to be included. No more dimming to be tolerated. No more performing to be allowed. My beloved child, your calendar simplifies, your priorities sharpen, your peace increases. You move with dignity and precision. You love with discernment and ease. My beloved child, comment I am ready if your spirit agrees with this upgrade. Keep your posture open as the hour moves. Your name is being carried by favor. My beloved child, you are not crazy, you are clear. They misunderstood you on purpose because truth made their masks uncomfortable. Your clarity now becomes the climate. My beloved child, the night winds down with instructions that land gently. Drink water and rest early. Wake to a message that changes the tone of your week. My beloved child, the next 24 hours are stitched with precision. Every thread returns to the pattern of your purpose. Every stitch holds. My beloved child, your legacy begins without fanfare and becomes obvious without explanation. The people who once argued will quietly align. The room that once rejected will silently rearrange. My beloved child, carry this line in your chest like a bright key. You are steady. You are guided. You are seen. My beloved child, your name stands tall without defense. Your heart breathes freely without permission. Your path glows softly without noise. My beloved child, comment blessed and keep your faith active as the confirmations arrive. The hour is moving as promised. The story has already turned. My beloved child, you are not crazy, you are called. You are not lost, you are led. You are not late, you are right on time. My beloved child, it is done, and it is kind. It is done, and it is visible. It is done, and it is yours. My beloved child, the atmosphere around your spirit is still unfolding, so listen closely as this next current of revelation rises in your favor. The silence around your name has begun to break like glass under steady pressure. The people who once pretended not to notice your glow will now speak of you in rooms you have not even entered yet. They will reference your resilience as if they always believed in it. They will quote your strength as if they did not once question it. My beloved child, there is a ripple in the timeline that begins to touch people connected to your past, your present, and your next chapter. Someone who once misread you for convenience is now being asked by circumstance to remember the truth. They will replay a memory of you and suddenly realize how accurate your instincts were. Their apology may never be spoken, but their behavior will confess it. My beloved child, you were not crazy when your spirit warned you of certain individuals. Your inner alarm did not malfunction, it activated ahead of exposure. Now those who gaslit your insight will begin to adopt it as their own. They will speak the same truths they once rejected. They will accept the same warnings they once mocked. They will follow the same wisdom they once told you to ignore. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says there is a document written in the unseen, an agreement of restoration sealed by divine authority. Anyone who tampered with your credibility will now witness how your clarity cannot be erased. They will see conversations rerouted, doors reopened, and paths cleared in a way their opinions cannot touch. My beloved child, comment I receive my justice if your heart recognizes the shift in motion. Your agreement strengthens the current working on your behalf. When you write it, something invisible is signed under your name. My beloved child, the misunderstanding they created around you will begin to suffocate in its own silence. Without your presence to blame, their narrative loses oxygen. Without your voice to twist, their story loses texture. Without your energy to drain, their mask loses its glue. My beloved child, the next 24 hours carry a specific unveiling. Messages may surface, screenshots, recordings, memories, or unexpected conversations. Someone you never expected will repeat something that confirms your truth. A person who never defended you will suddenly speak in your favor. My beloved child, do not be surprised when someone who distanced themselves returns with quiet humility. They may pretend nothing happened, but the tone will shift. Their respect will sound different. Their posture will look different. The air between you will feel reordered. My beloved child, your spirit was never the problem. Their intentions were. Your voice was never unstable. Their comfort zones were. Your perspective was never irrational. Their facades were. Now the balance adjusts without your effort. My beloved child, comment I stand in truth to anchor your position. This is not defiance, it is declaration. You are not fighting for clarity, you are walking in it. My beloved child, doors that once creaked with resistance will now open with fluid motion. The space where you were once doubted will now request your presence. You will be asked for insight, guidance, and participation in rooms where you were previously brushed aside. My beloved child, do not shrink in these moments. You are not returning as the version they dismissed. You are stepping in with the wisdom of someone who has outgrown their projections. Your silence has already proven your credibility. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says your spirit is escorted by precision right now. Even your pauses are purposeful. Even your delays are strategic. Even your absence is speaking louder than any confrontation could. My beloved child, the person who privately misunderstood you on purpose will now publicly adjust their tone. They will distance themselves from the version of you they invented and try to align with the version of you that truth now reveals. You will not need to correct them, their own conscience is doing the work. My beloved child, your peace is no longer negotiable. You are allowed to rest without proving anything. You are allowed to walk away without leaving explanations. You are allowed to accept acknowledgement without softening your strength. My beloved child, comment I claim my peace if your spirit feels the exhale of this moment. You do not owe anyone access to the healed version of you that they tried to break. My beloved child, this next phase restores not only your name but your environment. People who once tolerated you will begin to genuinely value you. Those who once competed with you will now step back in quiet awareness. Those who once spread confusion about you will now face confusion about themselves. My beloved child, revelations may not always arrive as loud announcements. Sometimes they come as silence, changed behavior, or a shift in how others speak your name. Pay attention to tone. Watch how they adjust their energy around you. Listen to how they speak when they think you are not listening. My beloved child, the ones who mocked your intuition will look for it now in your eyes. The ones who rolled their eyes at your gut feelings will follow them from a distance. The ones who hid behind false stories will have to face their own shadows without your presence to blame. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says there is a wave of realignment sweeping across your connections. Some people will exit without warning. Some bonds will quietly dissolve. Some invitations will stop arriving because they can no longer use your grace for their gain. Let it happen. This is protection wearing the costume of disconnection. My beloved child, comment I trust the shift if you are ready to release what is not rooted in truth. Your trust is not weakness, it is alignment with the unseen strategy working in your favor. My beloved child, the label of too sensitive, overreactive, or overthinking will now sound foolish to those who once used it. Your awareness is now recognized as foresight. Your boundaries are seen as intelligence. Your silence is read as strength. My beloved child, people will begin to reference things you said in the past that they once dismissed. They will recall your warnings with new respect. They will mirror your language without giving credit, but you will recognize the echo. My beloved child, this is viral news about you in the next 24 hours, and it is not random. Your name is being mentioned in quiet circles in ways that shift atmospheres. The same mouths that spoke against you now hesitate. The same ears that listened to rumors now question their sources. The same spirits that resisted you now feel conviction when you enter their minds. My beloved child, the energy field around you has changed, and they can feel it even if they do not understand it. Your presence carries new weight. Your silence carries new volume. Your return carries new authority. My beloved child, comment I walk in purpose if you feel your chest warming with confirmation. Every declaration you write anchors your timeline tighter to truth. My beloved child, restoration will not always look like apologies. Sometimes it looks like opportunities. Sometimes it looks like distance. Sometimes it looks like someone finally being exposed without your hand lifting a single word. My beloved child, the season of being mislabeled is over. The narrative that once clung to your reputation dissolves like steam in cold air. The path ahead does not require you to rehearse past pain to be understood. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says this phase is not about vengeance, it is about visibility. Not loud revenge, silent recognition. Not confrontation, natural correction. Not chaos, clean clarity. My beloved child, stay steady and hydrated. Rest without guilt. Keep your voice calm and your spirit upright. You will see rapid proof of what has shifted, and you will not need to chase it. My beloved child, comment Amen 333 to seal this movement and hold your posture. More is still unfolding, and nothing can interrupt what has already been put in motion. My beloved child, the wind of revelation has not finished circling your name. There is still more unfolding behind curtains you were once denied access to. The same people who misunderstood you will now stumble over the truth they tried to bury. They will not know how to explain the sudden shift in how others view you. Their silence will tell the whole story without a single admission. My beloved child, the false labels they stitched onto your identity are unraveling thread by thread. The fabric of their narrative can no longer hold because your presence is restoring what was twisted. You are not chasing justice, justice is tracing your footsteps. You are not pleading to be seen, visibility is now seeking you out without request. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says the whispers spoken in shadows will surface into light. The very person who tried to make you look unstable will soon contradict their own lies with their actions. Their tone will soften, their eyes will shift, and their body language will reveal the discomfort truth brings. They will not apologize directly, but their energy will bow in silent surrender. My beloved child, comment I receive this confirmation if your spirit is awake to what is happening. Every word you write in agreement clears residue from past misunderstandings. Every declaration you release becomes a shield in your favor. My beloved child, people who avoided your presence out of guilt or arrogance will begin to reappear with excuses dressed as conversation. They will act like nothing happened, hoping you have forgotten the games. Their return is not for intimacy, it is for reconciliation with their own conscience. You owe them no explanation. Your evolution is your statement. My beloved child, the next 24 hours hold a quiet unveiling. A relative may bring up something you said long ago, now acknowledging its truth. A workmate who once ignored your ideas will present them as strategy. Someone who casually doubted you will now privately defend you in a conversation you are not present for. This is not coincidence, it is correction wearing subtle clothing. My beloved child, do not be surprised when their behavior changes without apology. The universe is rearranging their perception to match reality. Their resistance no longer has the fuel of ignorance. Their contradiction no longer has the cover of confusion. My beloved child, the ones who called you too much, dramatic, or unstable, will now speak softer in your presence. They will treat your insight like currency. They will measure their words before speaking to you. They will watch their tone, not because you demanded it, but because the atmosphere around you enforces it. My beloved child, comment I choose alignment if you are ready to walk forward without carrying the voices that mislabeled you. Your soul is done convincing. Your spirit is done defending. Your proof has already taken form in the unseen. My beloved child, you are stepping into an hour where the truth of your perception becomes undeniable. What once made you the outlier will now make you the reference point. What once made you the target will now make you the example. What once made you the misunderstood will now make you the mirror they cannot avoid. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says the misinterpretation was not accidental. Some people needed you to appear less aware so they could continue their patterns. They called your discernment suspicion because it threatened their control. They mislabeled your intuition because it decoded what they tried to hide. But their attempts cannot outrun divine timing. My beloved child, the air around your energy has changed texture. You will notice how conversations now pause when you speak. You will see how people tread more carefully when your name appears. Even those who do not like you will respect the weight of your presence. Their spirit feels what their ego will not say. My beloved child, comment I stand unmoved if you can feel the strength of this transition. Your agreement places a seal on what is already being delivered in your favor. You are not preparing for impact, you are experiencing it in real time. My beloved child, the discomfort they projected onto you is circling back to its source. They are now unsettled by their own words. They hear the echoes of how they misrepresented you, and it rattles their internal balance. They may try to rewrite the past, but truth has already archived the original version. My beloved child, you will begin to see evidence in small ways before major signs arrive. Someone who once avoided eye contact will now linger with hesitation. A person who once ignored your messages will randomly reply. A voice that once mocked you will suddenly mirror your language. My beloved child, there is a message coming, written, spoken, or forwarded, that reveals confirmation about someone who twisted your image. It may arrive casually, but its impact will be profound. It will validate what your spirit already knew without the need to gloat. My beloved child, comment I am ready for reveal if your heart feels the pulse of certainty. You are not entering this season by chance, you were kept for it. My beloved child, the universe is not asking you to fight for restoration. It is positioning proof in front of the right eyes. You do not need to retaliate, because exposure is already at work. You do not need to defend your sanity, because circumstances are testifying on your behalf. My beloved child, the same people who questioned your emotional intelligence will now refer to your wisdom. The same ones who called you sensitive will now call you intuitive. The same ones who mocked your instincts will now ask for your guidance. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says their opinions were never the verdict. Their gossip was never the prophecy. Their projections were never your identity. Now the real script takes center stage, and you do not have to audition for your own role. My beloved child, comment Amen 333 to anchor the next wave of this revelation. Do not skip what is meant for you. Stay with this energy, breathe with it, and watch how quickly the atmosphere responds. The shift has only just begun.